We live in a very self-centered time. These beautiful readings by St. Paisios the Athonite were written in the 90s and really serve as prophetic literature for our time, seeped in the ancient wisdom of Athos and the deep spiritual insights of St. Paisios. He says people don't think of others. They don't go beyond themselves. Their thoughts constantly revolve around themselves. But when they revolve around themselves, they have themselves at the center and not Christ. They function outside the axis, which is Christ. In order to be able to think of others, the mind must first be with Christ. How beautiful is that? In order to be able to think of others, to help others, we must first be with Christ. Christ-centered, not self-centered. And he continues, then one can also consider the neighbour, the animals, and all of nature. His radio station is working, and as soon as a message is received, he runs to help. His antennae are tuned in. If our mind is not on Christ, the heart is not working. And as such, we love neither Christ nor our fellow human beings, not to mention nature, the animals, the trees, the plants. He goes on to say how effortless it is for him to be able to see the plight of the animals and even the trees, diseases on trees, etc., and do something about it. When his antennae are properly working, he's tuned in to Christ rather than self. I think that's an insight we all have. Sometimes after deep prayer, the liturgy, etc., our hearts are softened and we find love for people that previously we were only indifferent towards. When our minds are wrapped in ourselves, they're not on Christ. They're not centered on Christ. They're centered on self. And they should be centered on Christ. And when we're in Christ, we can love neighbour, family, patria, the world, our enemy.